In this video, I'm going to give you a quick walkthrough of all of the settings inside the Settings tab. A lot of these settings will have been filled in during the onboarding session, but if you've skipped anything during that process or you need to adjust something as you go along, then this is the place to do it. First off, your main account settings. This is my test account. Your bio goes here, this will be put on your website, and if you want to change the password, you can do it here. Business settings mostly is to do with setting up invoices, information that goes on your landing page, etc., business name, website, Instagram handle, and your address region. This is where you can find the URL for your public profile or your website, and if you need to adjust anything else on the website, the majority of the changes happen in the website builder just here. You can change your accent color, the tagline on the site, the main hero image. The ideal size is 16 by 9 or even wider, depending on how much of the image you want to get in. If you use an image that's too square, I'll crop it too much. Here you can change the bio, years of experience, all of these kind of details. Dishes page is where you can add dishes into your website's photo library. You can simply select the favorite icon at the top of the image and it will add it to the carousel. You can do up to a maximum of 12 images, so once you hit that number, you'll need to delete a couple if you want to add new ones. Services. This is the information about your services. The next tab is your reviews or your testimonials. This is where you can add in the testimonials from people that have been your clients in the past. And then photo gallery, for adding in more photos if you like. Preferences, this is more info about your business, the type of currency you're using, your default markup for your price per head calculation, or your day rate default for your day rate plus food cost price. Invoicing information here, the VAT rate, the payment terms, prefixes for your invoicing numbers, your bank details. Down here at the bottom is how you change the level of feedback that I'll give you when you use Ask Clara to give feedback on your dishes, or for help as you go along. Beginner just keeps it a little bit more vague and friendly. Developing is somewhere in the middle, and if you're an advanced chef and you want more direct and technical answers from me, then select Advanced, and it will update the change. Custom domain. If you've got your own custom domain, which I seriously recommend considering. For example, something like this one, murraycooks.com, you can click on this button and be taken through to Namecheap, which is an easy place to buy domain names from. You can probably find one for 10 to 20 euros a year, and then another 10 for adding on the mailbox, so you can have a proper, professional URL and email address, which looks much better than simply using a Gmail address. And then you would connect it here. Let's say I bought this one, Save Domain, and it's going to give you the instructions for connecting your URL with your Clara website. This is the proper way to set it up using a CNAME entry. But if this is a little bit technical, you can just go into the domain provider's settings, the Namecheap settings for example, and set up a redirect link to the URL to your website address, which you will find here. Moving over to payments. This is where you can connect your Stripe account if you want to be able to receive payments directly through Stripe via your invoice that's been sent to the client. Stripe charges a small fee for managing those payments, so you may want to just accept a standard bank transfer. Image style. This is the back end for enhancing your images as you upload them. It's a very clever tool. You can upload 3 images, like I've got here, of your dining room, surrounding area, and use those images to create the background for your food images when you upload them. The prompt goes here. I want you to make some menu card images for my private chef business. The images below are from a location where I serve food, so use them to create background for the product. The food served is all homemade and good quality. No text or labels in the image. This means the image that you take can be taken on a kitchen bench in bad lighting, a bad background, etc. And when it's uploaded, the AI will take that image, keeping the food as it is. It's not trying to recreate the dish as something that is unrealistic compared to what you're going to be serving. It will polish the dish slightly, and it will add the consistent background. And most of the time, it works fairly well. If you need to change the prompt, you can change it here. But I would suggest leaving it as it is, as it seems to work fairly well.